my name is Linda Liljeström. I'm going to show you an Aroma Yoga class today, and feel free to join me. I will do everything so that you can join at the same time. The Aroma Yoga class today has focus on our chakras, and I'm using Young Living's premium starter kits, the essential oils from the premium starter kit. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Before we start, we're going to start our diffuser with thieves in it. And this is to purify and cleanse our room or studio from negative emotions and vibrations. So put some water in it. And thieves essential oil. So pause this video and get your diffuser going. Essential oils has been used thousands of years to promote, maintain and support our overall health and all our systems in our bodies. I know that there are many out there already practicing aroma yoga, but I wanted to make my own version of it out of my own beliefs and intuition. I want you to be completely safe doing this class, so if you have any health issues, please consult with your doctor before doing the exercises or before using the essential oils. It is good to have a vegetable oil nearby if you are sensitive to essential oil. Young Living's V6 oil is the perfect oil to have. If, for example, you get an oil in your eye, just take a tissue, put some V6 on it and dab it into and around your eye, and you'll get rid of the uncomfortable feeling. The brand of essential oil that you ever want to be using is Young Living. Young Living stands for quality and purity, and they've been around for over 20 years. They are the only essential oils I ever want to use. Everything that you put onto your skin or take in through your sense of smell goes right into your bloodstream. So make sure you only use pure therapeutic grade essential oils. Welcome to my Aroma Yoga class. Before we start, if you have a bolster or a yoga pillow, it's good to have it by your side, a yoga mat, a glass of water, and of course all of the oils we are going to use. They are all in the premium starter kit. So let's get started. Start by laying down on the floor on your back. Feet hip-width apart on the floor. Tune in and just feel how your body feels today. Go through your body from head to toe and feel if there's any discomfort or tension anywhere. And if there is, give that part a little extra focus. Now slowly come back, be conscious of your breath, and slowly wake your body up. Come up to seated, cross-legged. Take peppermint and apply it in your left hand. Circle the oil 3 times clockwise. And stand up in mountain pose. Breathe the oil in 3 times and set your intention for this class. Lift your arms up to the sky and come down to a forward fold. Feel the gravity, unwind and be grounded. Our root chakra is connected to our feelings of safety and of our basic needs, such as a place to live, shelter, food for the day and physical health. Peppermint promotes clarity, calms and eliminates the fear of the unknown. Now grab your opposite elbows, shake your head and nod your head and just feel the gravity. Relax in this pose. Let go of your elbows and slowly come up, 1 vertebra at a time. Breathe in, lift your hands up and come down with your hands to your heart. Come back to seated and apply Daiji's in your left hand. Circle the oil 3 times clockwise and breathe it in 3 times. Our next posture is Reclined butterfly pose. So if you have a bolster, go ahead and bring it. And if not, it's okay to do the posture without a bolster. Sit close to your bolster, put your feet together and just lie back down on your bolster, hands on your sides and relax. Daiji's is supporting our sacral chakra, and our sacral chakra is associated to our imagination, feelings, creativity, and our sexuality. Daiji's is stimulating and uplifting. It supports us in releasing past beliefs that are being held in our stomach. It promotes us to trust our gut feeling. your hands to bring your knees up, move them side to side, and bring your body up to seated again. Let's move on to our next oil, which is Copaiba, and Copaiba is supporting our solar plexus chakra. So go ahead and apply Copaiba in your left hand. Circle the oil 3 times clockwise in your hand. Breathe it in 3 times. And come up to standing. Breathe in and lift your arms up to the sky. A careful back bend. Come back to mountain and move your right foot back to warrior 1. Remember to breathe. Bring your toes out and come out to warrior 2. Slowly come back to warrior 1 and step back to mountain. Now breathe in, bring your hands up, a careful back bend, come back to mountain and take your left foot back into warrior 1. Our solar plexus chakra stands for strength, self-esteem and power. Move into warrior 2. It gives us ambition, responsibility and energy to help others. Come back to warrior 1. And come back to mountain. Now slowly come down and move into boat pose. We will hold this pose for 1 minute and feel free to put down your feet if it's too hard. Copaiba is mentally uplifting and relaxing. It assists us with emotional clearing and provide spiritual protection. Copaiba assists us to stay in the moment. And this boat pose is a strengthening pose for our abs. So continue to hold it. Breathe through it. A few more breaths. And slowly bring your feet down. And now come to seated on your heels. And when seated on your heels, I want you to put your toes together and spread your heels while sitting down. Let's take the next oil. If you have the European starter kit, you use RC. If you have the US starter kit, you now use Raven. And this oil is to support our heart chakra. Apply it into your left hand, circle it 3 times, and breathe it in 3 times. And 1 more time. Now let's move into Camel Pose. Put your hands behind your back, carefully lean back and find your right heel with your right hand and the left hand reaches up to the sky. Lift your heart and bring energy into your heart. Bring your left hand back to your lower back and your right hand and come up. Sit down for a moment and let's do the other side. Keep your right hand behind your back, reach your heel with your left hand and the right hand up to the sky. Our heart chakra helps us to open for love, sensitivity, harmony and peacefulness. Put your right hand back to your lower back and come up. Come back to seated cross-legged and put your right hand in front of your face. Your right ring finger goes on your left nostril. Breathe in through your right. Close your right and open your left nostril and breathe out. Now breathe in through your left nostril. Close it, open your right and breathe out. We will do this for 10 times. This breathing exercise is called Nadi Shodhana. It's an alternate nostril breathing. RC or Raven helps us to express ourselves better in the world. They help us embracing joy and hope. So keep breathing for 10 breaths. Breathe out through your right. And breathe in, close it, breathe out through your left. And breathe in, close it, breathe out. When we do alternate nostril breathing, we connect with both of the sides in our brain, both left and right side. So keep breathing a few more breaths. And relax. It's time for our next oil, which is lemon. So go ahead and grab your lemon essential oil. Put it in your left hand. And circle the oil 3 times clockwise in your hand. And breathe it in 3 times. If you're starting to have a lot of oil on your hand, feel free to put it on your shoulders or on your neck. And let's move into next posture, which is the bridge pose. Put your feet hip-width apart and lift your hip, hands on your side, or feel free to interlace your fingers under your hips. Keep your hip lifted high the whole time. Lemon supports our throat chakra, and we use our throat chakra to find our own truth and speak out our own truth and voice. Lemon gives us joy and hopefulness with clear thought. Now slowly come down and let's move into plow pose. Support your lower back with your hands and bring your feet above your head. And if you are more flexible, feel free to put your feet down to the floor. Now let's move to shoulder stand. Try to be as straight as possible, still supporting your hips with your hand. And slowly come down to plow pose and roll down to the floor, one vertebra at a time. And come up to seated. It's time to use our frankincense oil. Put 3 drops into your hand, circle it 3 times and breathe it in 3 times. Frankincense is to support our 3rd eye chakra. So breathe it in and breathe out. 2 more times. And let's move into a forward fold. So if you are like me, not very flexible, it's very good to have a bolster here. So what I do is I put the bolster on top of my legs and then I can rest my forehead on the bolster while leaning forward. If you're more flexible, feel free to put down your bolster and lean down directly on your knees or on your bolster laying down on your knees. And hold this forward fold. Our 3rd eye chakra let us connect to our intuition, insight and visions. Frankincense is an ancient essential oil used for spiritual connection. It has been used to awaken our spiritual awareness for over 5,000 years or more. When we connect to our spiritual side, we can embrace our true purpose. Now, feel free to stay in this pose or come out of this pose and we will do the crow pose. If the crow is too advanced for you, please stay in the forward fold. So go ahead, put your hands on the floor, bend your elbows, put your knees on top of your elbows and slowly lift your feet from the floor and try to find a balance. And come back down to seated. We are now moving to our last chakra, which is our crown chakra on top of our head. And for that we will use lavender. So put some lavender in your left palm, circle it 3 times clockwise and breathe it in. Now we will move to Reclined Goddess Pose. So put your feet together, let your knees fall down on the sides and grab your elbows on top of your head and just relax in this pose. Lavender essential oil is relaxing, calming, balancing and eases stress, anger and frustration. It supports us getting greater intuition, and clarity. Use your hands to put your knees together. Careful twist from side to side. And come up. Now it's time for supported headstand. And if you're like me, you can move your mat to the wall. Put your hands down and your head on the floor. Keep your knees up on your elbows and stay here, or slowly reach up to supported headstand. And if you're more advanced, feel free to do this without the wall. Stand here for a few breaths. Now carefully come down from your headstand and move into a cross-legged seated position. And now we will do some meditation. Come back, and it's time for our last oil and our last posture, which is corpse pose, Savasana. If you have a bolster, go ahead and bring it on your mat and take your stress away oil, which is the oil we will finish with today. Put it in your left palm and circle it 3 times clockwise. Now lay down on your back, the bolster under your knees, hands by your side, and your palms facing up to the sky. And if it's a little bit cold in the room, feel free to grab a blanket, because we will lay here for 10 minutes. Stress Away is a very comforting and relaxing oil. Now give yourself this time and just relax. Breathe and relax, and I will soon wake you up. Now come back and slowly start to wake your body up by moving your feet and your hands. Stretch and slowly come up to seated, cross-legged. Honor yourself for giving you this time for yourself to connect to yourself and relax and getting ready to face the world. Bless this practice and these amazing oils for supporting us in harmonizing our minds, our spirits, and our emotions and our bodies. Inhale all the essential oils we have in our palms. Bring your hands up and down and stop by your third eye chakra for positive thoughts and wisdom. Breathe in, bring your hands up, stop by your mouth for kind words and truth. Breathe in, hands up, and come down and stop by your heart for love. Thank you for joining me on this aroma class. Love and light. Namaste.